G'day viewers, I'll just cook some stuff in the combi. Got a nice supermarket chook in there. It's bought the freshly marinated chook from the supermarket. That's cooking nicely. And I got some vegetables I put in there next. Got with some gastronome trays. I've got to spare one of these kits too, because this one needs one of the pump has to be replaced on it. The no longer washes properly. It says there's no water pressure. And basically what's happened, the little pressure sensor thing here is buggered, and the oven says there's no water pressure, so I can't wash. So yeah, that'd be buggered. I can change that over and put it in there, and that might get me going. But it's best in the real world to buy a whole new kit. But I want to save a little bit of cash for myself, so it's probably about I think it's about $600 that whole bit. About the price, so I can get it a little bit cheaper than that. But if I can fix this one here up, replace that and get it, put that in there. The pump doesn't work. There's like a coffee machine solenoid pump that pumps the chemical through from the tank, and this is what's stuffed on this particular unit. And this one, it's that one there, it's buggered. It's like a pressure switch, and that's not registering the pressure. As I use any of the wash programs, it says there's insufficient lack of water error, which is plenty of bloody water. There's plenty of water pressure there, so the yeah, pressure sensor's gone. So haven't got around to putting it in yet, but now I'm going to start using this oven more and more. I will be using putting it in. Now that the solar's all going, it'll be officially commissioned in the next couple of days, and I'll start virtually getting free power. Okay, well, I had a bit of footage on my camera. I must have bumped the button, had to read this last bit of footage, but anyway. Trying to get used to this little camera I scored for free, which is actually not a bad little camera. Just gotta get used to navigating it with a broken screen, but there's no anything that's wrong with it. Other than that, it's a pretty good little camera. Anyway, basically what I've done, obviously, and got rid of all that bloody mess, and get rid of all that from there to the main board. Pretty much from there up to about where that camera is, was all the insulation was starting to crumble. As soon as I took the wiring out of here, the insulation started crumbling. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's time for a switchboard upgrade, alright. But as soon as I got probably about up the top of the roof, another 1.5 meters back up that way into the roof, it was actually quite soft and very had good, yeah, very malleable. It was okay, luckily, because this wall does get bloody hot in like days like this, which that explains why it was all crumbly. Basically, leave the main switch, that goes at the subboard. The I had issues with my phasers being the wrong way around, but for some reason, I don't know if it's up in the point of attachment, or whoever did the smart meters wasn't paying attention with the phase sequence, and the phasers are the wrong way around. So I've had to pull the wiring out from here and swap L1, L2 around, so it's white, red, blue, not red, white, blue. So I got white, red, blue going in there from that switch, which my phasers are the correct way now, so it's probably done on the smart meter. So I did it here, when I did the smart meters I put it on the wrong way, or on the point of attachment. More than likely when I did the smart meters, I reckon. Some young guy probably did it on a Friday afternoon, more than likely. It's nice to have the phasers going the right way around, so I don't have to keep rewiring 3-phase power points and motors and things going backwards. Won't have to worry about that. Also picked up this unox as a Baker top, an older one. 2012 this one. Serial number. The old is an older Baker top model, before the touchscreens came out. It was a chook cooker for most of its life till about a month ago. In the local supermarket I got a new one. So I installed it and ran a power circuit, installed it and commissioned it. I didn't want this old one, it was going to go in the bin, so I said I'll take it. I've got someone I know fairly well as lined up for this one, and they're happy as a pig in shit to have one. It does the exact same thing as my chef top does. The chef top has the smoker up in the top there, but this is a baker top. This is the middle of the range. It doesn't have that, no smoker on this one. But it steams, it does everything a chef top would do except smoke. No smoker on this one. I said the baker top's more for your supermarkets and things like that. They use to cook bread and roast chooks. Yeah, it's the middle of the range, this one. Whereas the chef top I got is the top of the range of the unox ovens, and it's obviously newer with the screen up here. The this interface is the first generation. Bit funny to use. You got to remember your programs, know the numbers, or what's what here, and H20 wash, and you navigate it through there. Bit of a dumb oven, so to speak, to work out and get your head around. There's no USB port. This is an older pre-USB, so you got your little Ethernet to put recipes on it. It's not a full graphical user interface because you've got your little 7-segment and your multi-segment LED display. Just go from there, find it, then bring it up, and it will cook just like the chef top will. This is more for yeah, it's not overly difficult to use, but the touch screens are just so much more user friendly compared to this old interface. This one's a 15 kilowatt. Yeah, it's a 15.2 kilowatt. Same 32 amp circuit, but I bumped the circuit up to a 63 amp circuit there because I may sometime in the future get a 20 tray unox oven, which is like a 40 plus kilowatts, and the circuit's there, is ready to go. So I made it future proof for them. This one does work, still works completely fine, but the wash kit is buggered. It doesn't wash anymore. I've got a wash kit somewhere here. It's a bit less complex than the current model wash kit. It's just got like 2 solenoids and the water goes through here. It's a smaller module with about 3 solenoids on it. And it goes up to the old Venturi fed from chemical. Venturi feeds chemical through to the right at the top. And the common thing that goes wrong, it'll backfeed water in that chemical bottle, which is the one-way valve, check valve buggers up in these ones. There's also the control board's down here, and when this water system starts playing up or leaking, it throws water on that control board and blows it up, and they've got to get a new control board. Their local tech dealt with his mob before, but he's a very knowledgeable guy. He's very knowledgeable, and he's knows these older model unoxes like the back of his hand. He's gone through these with a fine-tooth comb, showing me all the tips and tricks of what goes wrong with these ovens, and he's done some modifications inside here to future-proof it if anything major goes wrong, so it won't get broken again if the water leaks in there. But it's all been modified properly now, so all of the issues and flaws of these older models have been fixed by the Clemtech mob. They are very knowledgeable, taught me a lot with these ovens too. As I said, the only issue with this one is that wash kit's got to be replaced, which is about $500, but the new owner I'll give this to will be they'll fix it up and they'll use it, because they work with these ovens too, so they do a bit of cooking in it themselves and that at work, so they'll be happy to have one of these at home for themselves. Okay, viewers, nothing but distractions yesterday, but I cooked some stuff. The stuff I cooked in this yesterday, the last bit of the video, oh boy, proper pub style food, mate, beautiful. I did some repairs. The cooling fan here stopped working. Lucky I had a replacement. I replaced that, and I gave the pressure valve on the wash kit. Tapped that with the head of a screwdriver while it was trying to wash, and it came good. It actually washed and it fixed it. So I have to buy a wash kit for this now. It works. Yeah, that's not when you go to look for these combi ovens. The cooling fan plays an important part. In this unox, it pulls out the there's a vent which for the climber. There's like a valve behind here that opens up, and it maintains the climate inside here while it's cooking a little bit when you do all the steam. It helps with the cooking and everything. And that vents through here, that fan has to push and pull air out of here and vent out of here. It's critical that these fans are always working. Especially when the rationales are a little different. They're on the bottom here, keeping the electronics inside cool. They will still work without the cooling fan, but the electronics eventually get cooked and gets expensive trying to replace power boards and rationales and combo therms. Expensive as. So yeah. But this is all 100% functional. I've got the my new control pad for this touchscreen, which I got from a job. I've got to flash the firmware on it because it's corrupted. I've got to put the firmware on it and get a copy of the SD card from this one as a backup and put it in here. This old plastic is a bit dicky. Unox have made a all glass panel, which is much more responsive on the touch. This plastic is just the old model. It's just isn't very responsive. The glass one's so much more quick to respond to your touch. The Speed Pro Unox use the same plastic touch as this. Anyway, that's I back did a dedicated 15 amp circuit, double 15 amp GPO, and a nice big chunky 6mm square TPS cable on a 25 amp breaker or RCBO. That's a dedicated circuit there. I've my SDS bit walked. Now it's on the piss. So I have to probably go and fix that. Doesn't look very nice. Dedicated chunky 15 amp circuit now, which is good. I've also got this, I scored this ages ago too, a New Zealand made M2 WashTech Moffat dishwasher, made in Christchurch, New Zealand. This can run off for the single phase, which run off that circuit there, chunky enough for it, but ideally it's a 3-phase. This one can run off either single or 3-phase. Ideally 3-phase because the heating element will it's a 3-gang element, 3-phase heating element, which when configured in 3-phase, cooks the water in the boiler so much faster. So much faster. Nothing to go wrong here, it's all steel. How they should be. Hobart used to be like this years ago, but they got too greedy now. They make these things out of toilet paper. And they literally last like toilet paper in water. They just break apart. And this, and this, you've got to buy them separately. That's about $1,600 a parts right there. And Hobart are doing that on purpose to gouge their customers, which is not something I agree with. The Hobarts are a nice dishwasher, but they're getting too greedy. They're going to shoot themselves in the foot big time there, over profiteering. Massively over profiteering. The rest of these types of ones, this is particularly a dumb machine. There is no circuit board in here. Bunch of contactors, a rotary timer like in the old wash machines, a cam and a motor, that's it. Nothing to go wrong in here, apart from a relay and some bad contacts, that's about it, and a float switch. Cheap to fix, cheap to maintain, cheap parts of this one. A Hobart replaced this one. They didn't want to fix it anymore. It's pretty minor. I got it. It works quite well now. It kept overfilling and the float switch was getting a bit clogged up. It kept clogging up the air hose with the float switch, and it wouldn't fill up and know it was full properly. I replaced the float switch and cleaned the hose out, and they said, nah, we're going to get a new one anyway. So I put in a Hobart EcoMax one like this. Same size, but a Hobart EcoMax, which is the Hobart base cheap model. And I got to take this one home. I'm going to have to do some repairs, it's a bit falling out. I got some chemical for this too, the pumps in there. So it's just got a bottle inside. I've got plenty of potassium hydroxide chemical for these, for the soap. So I'll probably eventually I'm going to have to get a stainless steel bench. This straight Pegasus this is going to go along here. I'm probably going to put that along here somewhere on that side, run a good cable to it. I can just drain on the lawn. Yeah, I'll see how we go. I don't know how the lawns are going to react to hot water with potassium hydroxide, but probably won't like it. That's for grey water. Maybe not. I'll just go in the storm water. This would be great to wash the odd big greasy kitchen pan or things like that. Because yeah, I've had my kitchen sewage, sewage jetted out, and there was a lot of fatbergs blocking it up. If I have this, I could use this to wash everything down. Wash the dishes over this with super hot water, as it's designed to get all the grease off. Especially now they got the combi. I bought some trays for it. They will fit in there with a bit of a struggle. But you did most places around town will get away wash and combi trays in their standard size dishwasher, about 900 wide. You can get a bit wider and bigger ones for pots and pans, but they're more expensive. But yes, it worked out quite well. I'm glad I fixed the wash problem. I just gave it a couple of good whacks with a screwdriver and it started detecting the water pressure again. So sweet. Now that the solar's up and running now, I can use this more frequently now, especially now coming Christmas. Okay, it's all going nicely. I got an old Electric Australian made or South Australian made space heater, which I gutted for scrap, and I kept the fans. And that's working wonders, pushing air past the back of this inverter to keep it cool. I can hold my hand in that now. This thing's working hard too. There's plenty of sun out today. It's got it plugged in there, and that's going to keep the inverter happy. Yeah, a bit better, a little better. That'll make the inverter last so much longer. I just got to keep it greased and lubricated, keep an eye on it. There is a thermal coating on the windings, but I'll keep an eye on it. It was a 3.5 kilowatt heater. Had two of those, so one there and one there, when they're both running a 7 kilowatt appliance. But as I said, it was gutted it for scrap, and I kept the good bits like this. Very good on power. It's costing me nothing to run this. It's keeping the inverter cool. You can see what I'm pushing back in the grid. I think we're 3 kilowatts. Power actually, or A phase, B phase, C phase, total, FT, FA, FB, FC. Not bad little meter, this is a Chint. Never used to like this brand. Not a very reputable brand, especially their circuit breakers, but it's a pretty nice little meter. Imported that much, I'm exporting. Look at that, heaps, I'm exporting. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. My camera's about to go flat. Thanks for watching.